Okay, so the resolution is women must register for the Selective Service. Round 1, first affirmative constructive speech.
The last time our country used the draft was during Vietnam in the 1960s. And in this time, feminist movements were gaining speed, separating themselves from traditional roles. Today, women are considered equal to men. However, to be in the military, you have to meet the physical requirements. You have to have the physical ability. If we meet this physical ability, why should any of us be exempt because of our gender? The definition of equality is the state of being equal, especially in status, rights, and opportunities. Yeah, you could say men are more dominant physically, but there are still plenty of women bigger or more capable than most men. I wouldn't dare make eye contact with Ronda Rousey, for example. But while, on the other hand, there are men that are smaller than the majority of females. It isn't about whether you are a male or female, because in reality, it's irrelevant. Whenever we have had drafts, it's because our country was in need of us. It needed us to fight for it, and whether you're a guy or girl, it needed to defend freedom, wherever it may be.
First negative constructive speech.
Well, why should women have to sign up for the draft? If women sign up for the draft, we would not have a great workforce that won the war during the world wars. If women signed up, kids would have to raise themselves. Women have helped with the home front during most of our wars and won some of them for us. But that is all stupid because the draft is pointless anyways. If we had another draft, we would just have more upholding and revolution in the United States.
Second affirmative constructive speech.
In case you haven't noticed, it's 2016. We already have our first female president. Gender equity is the norm. Why then does the United States Selective Service not reflect that? At 18, every male in the United States must register for the draft, and if national security is ever dangerously threatened, the military can quickly and efficiently assemble the forces necessary to put down the enemy. Why then do we choose to limit ourselves by not including women? We are in essence losing half of our entire population of potential manpower. Last year, Secretary of Defense Ash Carter opened all combat roles to women. So why is his draft behind the times of that decision? By opening the draft to women, we would be advancing equality, declaring that male and female contributions to the war effort are equally valuable and equally necessary. We already know that women are capable of the physical and mental demands that the draft will put on us. To say otherwise would be problematic. Just look at the women's rights movement of the 1970s and 1980s. While feminists were trying to pass the Equal Rights Amendment, a proposed constitutional amendment banning unequal treatment of the sexes, anti-feminists argued that its passage would be used to make women sign up for the draft. They said it would lead to drafting females, which they said females were incapable of the physical demands. Anti-feminists might believe that women aren't as valuable and their contributions are not as necessary, but the rising number of female servicemen beg to differ.
Second negative constructive speech.
If women were required to register for the Selective Service, there would be no Rosie the Riveter, who represents the American women really stepping up and working in factories and taking care of their families, while men were out at work, fighting at work. Now, if women had to register for the draft, we would stay home and make materials needed for the war, keep America together.
Okay, 5 to 10 minute discussion period. Do you have any things that you want to ask the opponents before you break and speak with your partner alone? Stephen, go ahead.
You said female president. Last time I checked, Obama was a man.
I was referring to Hillary Clinton.
She's not president.
The president-elect of the United States.
She's not president yet.
She's capable.
Is she really?
I don't care about that. I don't have no questions.
I think that's all.
Okay, so we will take a 5-minute break. You will prepare and organize your rebuttals based on what has been presented.